Hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. And today I have a super exciting topic that was super important in my life that I hope will help you too. And before we get started, if you're new, my name is Amanda, and here we talk about everything to improve your life so that you can be living the best life you can live. Because why else are we here, you know? So, as for my story, if you don't already know, I have a video already on it. But I was a super high achiever and I got so burnt out early on in career and everything that I got extremely sick. I think I had extreme hormonal imbalance because of that, adrenal fatigue, like fatigued all the time, so tired, and just because I was always in my masculine energy. I could not, the part of me that could enjoy like all the success I was having because of me going head in and just studying and working all the time, and I'm serious, the part of me that could enjoy it no longer existed. So I had to do a lot of shadow work and, I took a lot of courses and paid thousands of dollars because I wanted to change my life. I didn't want to keep that paradigm going. And if you resonate with any of that, then keep on watching. And before we go further, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the notification bell for when I upload more videos. Anyways, so for today, how feminine energy changed my life. So I grew up in a very, very good family. I still am in that family, obviously. But I guess I was just different in certain ways. My parents were extremely successful. They are extremely successful in what they're in and what they did when they were younger. And I always, felt, and it was great, I wouldn't have it any other way, but I always felt I needed to do that also. Like, my dad was valedictorian in everything, in school and college and everything. So I took school very seriously, and which I'm very glad, because a lot of people, most of them I knew, did not, and I don't know if that exactly helped them in their life, but I think I took it to an extreme. And so I was very much into getting good scores, always being on the top of my class. I would memorize the whole spelling book or the whole spelling list for the week, so when the test would come, I would already just be writing down the whole thing from memory. All the spelling words, all the vocabulary and the definitions. Is kind of crazy. But that's how I was. And then I got older, I got into a certain club with animals and judging animals, and skillathon, which is overall knowledge about all the different species of livestock. And I loved the animal part, but again, I took it extremely seriously, and I started studying all the time for those competitions. I wouldn't rest, or when I just thought of just sitting in the evening time to just spend time with the family, I felt that was a huge waste of time. I just couldn't do that. I had to be studying. So I would sit with everyone, but I'd be studying my binders and the presentations and all kinds of things. So I always had to be doing something. I would be working, round the clock, from 8 o'clock in the morning, and I would just do it till midnight. And I was still really young. Those were in my teenage years, or I started when I was 12. And I would have every hour of the day planned out, till every half hour of exactly what I was going to do and get done. And which helped me be organized, but it was a little extreme. And it just kept happening. And then when I got older, I got into speech and debate. I did the same thing. I went headfirst into it. I started really late. Most kids have been doing it for 10 years. And so I just studied it all the time, made 3 really deep, in-depth intellectual topic speeches a week. I did debate cases and briefs and coming up with cross-examined questions and just practicing that. And I did do very well. In less than a year, I made it to the nationals. And same thing with that other club I was in. I made it to all the 3 national events, which is like unheard of. I don't know anyone else who has done that. But that took a toll on my health, my happiness, everything. And then when I started doing job and my entrepreneur stuff and just learning and building my own businesses, I was doing the same thing, and I still catch myself. I think it's because, like, in our culture, the masculine paradigm is the one that's the most accepted and culturally valued, especially in the Western world. You think it wouldn't be, in a sense, but it is. Like, the girls want to be like, if guys can do it, I can too. And of course you can. It's just, do you want to? Like, for me, it got to the point of, like, did I want to? Did I want to, like, keep studying and working and hustling, which is the masculine, and just doing that all the time? And of course I got success, but was it worth it? My health got seriously bad. My hair, like, totally fell out. Like, I had these bald spots, like, on each side of my head going way back. So I would always, like, part my hair in the middle at one point in time. Or I would be, like, coloring it with a pencil. It was, like, so bad. And I'd be so tired all the time, of course, because I wasn't getting enough sleep or doing anything fun or relaxing. Like, I wouldn't relax, like, nothing. And yeah, it just didn't work. I got so ill. Anyways, I won't go into that because that will bore you guys. But let me know if any of you guys resonate with that. Any of you guys who are high achievers or having burnout or recovering from burnout. And let me know, like, how you're doing and how it's going. And so for me, I did all the courses and changing my mindset, started resting more. Like, I started being okay with people seeing me be lazy. So yeah, I was trying to hide that part of me. It sounds bad, and it is, but I would judge others for being lazy. Like, if someone wasn't doing good in school because all they were doing was having fun all the time, I was like, man, they just have fun. And so what did that do? It made me kill that part of myself. It made me not be able to rest or relax because I was judging someone else. It wasn't even hurting their life, me judging that. It was hurting mine. So that's another pointer. Don't judge other people because it puts you in a cage, not the other person. That was another thing I learned. So that was a shadow. So I did some shadow work. Because that's what a shadow is. It's hiding the part that you don't want anyone to see. Honey bear. Sorry. And honey bear. Good girl. Hush. And so how feminine energy changed my life. So what's the difference between the masculine and the feminine? So the masculine is the hustle, the grind, like, say, corporate. You're working, you're focused on the time, you're focused on getting everything scheduled, it's always work, like all that stuff. That's the masculine. The feminine, that's the pleasure, the fun, the enjoyment, the being energy. And so once I started incorporating more of that instead of leaving that part of me behind, is when life started improving so much for me. Of course, both those energies are amazing and we need them. Everybody has them, and everybody, if they could learn how to balance it out. There's an art to that too. Like, I think we would just have so much of better lives, because you're masculine. Shh, honey bear. Shh. Because your masculine is what will allow you to get things done, and your feminine is what will allow you to enjoy it and have the being energy. So once I started, like, resting, enjoying, not being the push all the time, my hair grew back, my skin started glowing, my eyes started being, like, healthy and like happy looking and white instead of like with red veins, like super bad, like all the time. And I'd barely be able to keep my eyes open. I was so tired. I would just be able to, I don't know, I just felt so much better. I would have these horrible headaches all the time, like migraines, and those have gone away. I I would always I wouldn't smile. I wouldn't I just didn't want to show that I was enjoying because that meant that I wasn't working. Like that's how I was taking it. So like for my poor family, like I would always be so grim because I just felt like I had a job to do. I was on a mission. I was in like this sacrificial energy. And of course, you'd plaster on a smile to go outside and like meet people and, you know, how we always do, that everything is fine, you know. But yeah, that was an important step for me. And I want to encourage you too. If you've been like abandoning a part of yourself, like the part of you that can have fun and enjoy, I'd say to like bring her back and enjoy it. Because life is meant to be enjoyed. I mean, all the hustle we do, all the work we do, like no one's going to remember for the most part, you know? Like whereas like how it said, like the grass that withereth away, it's there for a day, or like a flower that withereth away. I think that's how it says. Like we're there for a day or a time, we bloom and we're gone, and like most people won't remember, you know? So do what makes you happy and rest and enjoy. Incorporate more of that in your life. So, a good exercise is write down 10 things that put you in your feminine. Like, what is it? What puts you in your body, in your being, in your enjoyment, in your fun? Like, is it doing some yoga or stretches, reading, dancing, cooking? Like, what is it that you just love and enjoy? Being with friends, being alone, meditating, you know? And you'll see things start to change. People will start to be attracted to you. You will be magnetic. It's life-changing. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this and it helped you. And make sure you remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.